Oh boy, here we go. Hey, what's up, my loyal followers? All 9 of you. It's your favorite asshole here with another video. So, I was at my VA appointment today, and sitting in the waiting room, talking to a couple of, veterans my age, and we're talking about video games and shit, stuff we like to do. Call of Duty, Halo, Rainbow Six, Final Fantasy games, shit like that. No big deal. Well, then it gets brought up that people are trying to blame all this gun violence and angry kids on fucking video games. Where's the correlation? Where is the honest to God correlation between it? There have been shooter games since I was a child, and since before I was a kid. I mean, let's be serious. I mean, then you got, Zelda games, all these games with violence and shit from well before I was ever born. I'm 27, about to be 28 next month. Let's get real. It's not the video game violence. You know what it is? It's about to piss some people off. Bad parenting. Yep. If you don't whoop your kid's ass enough or tell them no enough, the fuck you think is gonna happen? They're gonna fucking do what they want when they want, and when they don't get their way, because they're spoiled little brats and they don't know how to take rejection or being told no, they will break the fuck down mentally. I mean, how is that hard to see? It's not. When you are always constantly getting your way, you're not being punished, you're not being held accountable for your own actions, you don't see what's wrong when you do bad shit. You think it's okay because you haven't truly been taught right from wrong. I mean, if someone disagrees with me, point it out to me. Show me evidence that states the fact otherwise. Because my parents grew up with video games. Hell, before that, we didn't have video games. You know what we had? Motherfuckers actually went out in the streets and brawled. You do that shit nowadays, you go to jail. Outsiders, awesome fucking book. They did all right with the movie. That's about the preppy jocks from one side of town and the fucking grease monkeys from the other side of town. There's a scene in that book where they come at each other with pipes and chains. And you're gonna say that video games, which are, I'd say at most 30, 35 years old. If you really think about it, that's when the big video games, besides like arcade games, start coming into house homes. Before that you had to go to an arcade. Now you had your game consoles coming out. They're not as old as, the 60s, but, or about mid-60s, I think. I'm not sure, I'll actually have to look that up. But motherfuckers used to entertain themselves by going to the drive-through movies, where there's always been violence in movies. There's always been some sort of aggressor and, hero, the antagonist and the anti-antagonist, There's always been conflict. Why is it you're claiming that it's just these first-person shooters that are causing all this violence? I grew up with Grand Theft Auto, the original one, and then it just evolved into what it is now. It's not video games that are causing our children to be violent. It's the fact that we are making poor choices as parents and not disciplining our kids enough and not teaching the difference between right and wrong. We're not showing them that, okay, this is a video game, this is fantasy, this is, anybody with good common sense knows this. I don't know how else to put it. Why people get so pissy and stupid about it. It's not video games making kids violent. It's your lack of parenting, your lack of actually being there and teaching them. That's what causes kids to be violent. That's what causes kids to act out and think they're going to get away with it. No, people, it's Dr. Pepper, not a beer. I ain't drinking and driving. Ain't that stupid. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that people need to stop looking outside the house home to blame what's going on with their kids when they don't understand why their kids are acting up. You need to take a step back and look inside first. See what you're doing wrong. See what you can change and improvise with your kids. Stop blaming the video games. And if you truly honestly believe Is the video games that are making your kids violent? Stop letting them play them. You're the adult. You're the parent. You control what they watch, what they eat, what they play, what they read. That's all on you as the parent. It's just the truth. I let my kids watch me play Call of Duty. I watch them let them watch me play any Final Fantasy game. I was playing Devil May Cry 5 the other day. My kids sat there and watched me play from beginning to end. They love it. I mean, my kids can get rowdy, but I wouldn't say they're violent. Just own your own shit as a parent and own your kids' actions as a reflection of your parenting.